Hello, hello. We are back this time with some Slay the Spire 2. It's an exciting day. We'll wait just a second here and then we'll get started. Well then, shall we get into it? Make sure everything's open and ready to go. Yo, what's going on? And welcome to some Slay the Spire 2. It is an exciting day. I love Slay the Spire 1. And it seems like Slay the Spire 2 has already been popping off and people seem to like it a lot. It was crazy to see that this morning this game had 430,000 concurrent players. That's crazy. That's more than 8 times as many as the first game ever had during its entire lifespan. So I'm glad to see that people are excited for this game, and also it's been getting great reviews. So I was kind of skeptical, like maybe early access is not going to be quite there yet. But I think Slay the Spire 1 was in a decent spot when it came out into early access. But it seems like this game is already in a good spot. Now there might still be stuff that needs to be adjusted, altered, some new content that they might be adding along the way. But I think the game's in a good spot right now. I haven't seen anything though, so I can't say that definitively. I also thought it was really interesting. I did see that they have multiplayer as an option. I don't know how many people. It looks like at least 2-player co-op. But maybe 3, maybe 4, I'm not exactly sure on that one. So I'm excited to maybe try out co-op if any of my friends are interested in playing this game as well. But today we're just gonna get at it solo. We'll see. It seems like the base 2 characters of Slay the Spire 1 are in it. And then the first DLC character from Slay the Spire 1 is maybe also in it. But I don't know what we're gonna start with. I think Slay the Spire 1, you just started with one single character. So we'll see where it puts us. But let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, we just have the Ironclad, which is the first character. He has a lot of health. Comparatively, I think he had a lot more health than the other character. What do we got to do? Play a single run. What's this guy's name? Like the Silent or something? The guy who uses all the daggers. Play a single run with question mark. So I assume maybe play the run with that guy, and then you unlock this guy. And then play a run with question mark, but slightly different color. Might be this guy. Okay, so it's very simple to unlock the characters. It's just play runs with other characters. I assume it's characters. I guess the question marks could be something else. I don't like that as much. I wish there was specific things that's like, hey, do a specific amount of damage or something, like a specific amount of melee damage, something like that. Or heal a specific amount. I kind of like challenges like that more. I don't know if maybe they plan to change that. Because this is a pretty simplistic way to unlock all the characters. Now, items and stuff might not be quite so simple to unlock. So that's maybe where the interesting part will come in. But anyways, Ironclad. That should be a decent amount of health from what I understand. 100 gold. I don't remember how much gold is gonna get us, but that's probably a decent starting amount. And he also heals 6 at the end of combat, so we could get away with taking some damage as long as we're taking less than 6 damage in a combat. Then we're coming out on top. Looks like this is your first time playing Slay the Spire. Do you want a brief tutorial and some messages to help you out? We might as well turn it on because there might be some new stuff. Um, like there could be some new mechanic or something that I'm not aware of. Otherwise, Slay the Spire is not super complicated to actually figure out how to play the game. However, doing well was complicated because you had to actually kind of have an understanding of what was in the game and what choices you were making. Which is another thing that I really like Slay the Spire compared to other roguelikes that are coming out now. I'm going to use Hades 2 as an example. Like, Slay the Spire does not really hold your hand and baby you. Whereas I felt like Hades 2 kind of babied you a little bit. It was pretty easy to win almost every single time in Hades 2. And we might get to that point in Slay the Spire as well, but Slay the Spire has like a ramping difficulty for when it actually gets too easy for you. So to move in the Spire, you pick a room. Once you've completed the room, an adjacent room, pick an adjacent room. Yeah. So here we can kind of look at the whole road map that's possible. Obviously, you can only travel along the dotted lines. So that means like once you make a certain decision, you might be locked out of other things. So if we go this way, then we can't get to this question mark anymore, right? We got like these should be basic enemies. Question marks are probably, oh, I guess it says over here, right? Ooh, that's cool. I really like that they like highlight. Can you zoom out? No, it seems like scrolling just scrolls up and down the map. But yeah, you can hover over things and it highlights all the nodes that match that. Treasure, I'm only seeing a single treasure line, and it seems like every path goes through that treasure spot. So, and it's not like one of the treasures is better than the other one because they're all random. Rest spots. Ooh, it even tells you like a little synopsis. Unknown room, encounter an event, enemy, shop, or treasure. I didn't know you could get a shop and enemies in an unknown area. Maybe that was in Slay the Spire 1, who knows? I haven't played Slay the Spire 1 in a while, but here we got a merchant. We can spend our gold. Got treasure where we can get relics and gold. So we have obviously the deck building element where you got cards and you can maybe modify the cards to make them better or upgrade them in different ways, make them cost less, make them do more damage, have other effects on them. But we also have relics, which is this a relic? At the end of the act, you will fight Phantom. That doesn't really seem like a relic. That seems more like a determination of what we're going to be fighting. So I think the relics will go here though, and the relics kind of are effects that our character then will have. Oh, maybe this. Maybe this counts as a relic. So maybe the relics are going to be here. So healing 6 at the end of combat might be a relic. And then here we got potion slots. I'm sure the game will explain potions to us, but generally it's stuff like a healing potion or a potion that makes you regen health or maybe a potion that poisons an enemy, stuff like that. And then so rest sites we can still heal or we can upgrade a card. Obviously, if you don't need to heal, you want to be upgrading because you want to be making yourself stronger. And we got basic enemies and powerful elites. And you do get a relic for beating elites. So it seems like you want to go for an elite. Now I do see, if you go this left path, you hit 2 elites, but they're kind of close to each other. But if you go this middle path, you can hit an elite, and then you even have the option to heal if stuff went really wrong. But then even more, you'll be able to hit a second elite and choose between if you need to heal or if you just want to keep fighting. So I'm thinking this middle path is the best. The only thing is, seems like the middle path, if I do go that route, I don't have a shop. That seems kind of bad. And I'm actually seeing every single path with 2 elites does not have a shop, huh? That's kind of unfortunate. So I don't know if this means that there's only going to be an Act 1 right now. So do I want to go to elites? Surely we want to get to a shop, right? But if we go this path, we could still choose a shop. We could choose between a shop and an elite. So I guess if something happens and we somehow end up with no gold, or like we have an item that's like you do more damage the more gold you have, so we don't really want to spend our gold, then we can make the decision to not go to a shop. Oh, this first enemy is kind of cute. He looks so angry, but he's also adorable. Defeat enemies by playing cards. Cards require energy. Once you're out, end your turn. The start of your turn, new cards are drawn and energy is replenished. Yeah, I know all this. Play defensive cards so that we can block to stop from actually taking damage. Block reduces incoming damage, but wears off at the start of the next turn. Now this is, I think, kind of subjective, because in Slay the Spire 1, there were ways to keep your block, but that would require us to have other effects that we don't currently have. Also, let me open up my door. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If the enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to block. That's kind of like where a balancing act comes in this game, because obviously the faster you can kill an enemy, the less damage he's going to be able to do to you, right? But sometimes, like you can see here, he's going to do 12 damage to us. We can only block 10 of it at most. Now, I could just go boom, 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 attack him and take the 12. Or I could double block attack once, or I could double attack block once. We know we heal 6 at the end of combat. So part of me feels a little bit safe taking up to 6. But unfortunately, if we do... I was just reading what vulnerable does. It makes them take more damage, but it does cost a lot to use that. So our next hand, because after we end our turn, I'm pretty sure you discard your whole hand, right? Is that still how this game works? Yeah, you discard your hand, and we'll draw 5. So we know we're going to draw exactly these 5 cards. So that's going to be our hand next time. The question is, do I... Part of me is like, I think I should just take 7 and deal 12. I think that's what we're going to do. Obviously, as we play the game more, we'll kind of have an idea of what's actually a good decision. Right now, we're just kind of winging it. But I'm not super concerned about this enemy. Okay, what's he doing? What does the squiggly sword... I kind of thought that the squiggly sword meant he was doing a debuff. But now I think it just means that he's also blocking at the same time. I think that applying the vulnerable is going to be big. Does it say how much he's going to block? He doesn't really say. We're going to take another 1 damage, but... Okay, he applied 5 block. There are no cards to draw. Your discard pile is shuffled to the draw pile. Okay, what is he doing? He's buffing himself. So that means he's not doing any damage, so we just want to hit him as hard as possible. I think we'll just apply some more vulnerable to him. How does vulnerable work? Oh, I thought it was... I swear in the first game, wasn't it on a per hit basis? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I thought like 1 hit would consume 1 vulnerable, but it's for an amount of turns, which is actually crazy OP. But that also means if they ever apply vulnerable to me, it's going to be really OP. Anyways, he should be dead next turn, because he kind of wasted his turn buffing here. You can see now he does 2 more damage, because he gave himself 2 more strength, but he's just going to die, so... And it does... You can see the damage number is on the card there. It says 6, and then when we hover over him, it changes to 9, because he has the vulnerable, so he takes 50% more. And then we heal the 6, so we end up only taking 2 damage overall. Deck builders, commonly you want to have the smallest deck possible of good cards. Right now, we don't really have good cards, so we're kind of looking for good cards first. There's also different types of cards. So we got attacks. I guess the blocks or skills. There might be some other stuff. There's like things that permanently power you up for a single fight. Can't remember what those are called. Maybe powers or something. So, lose 2 HP, gain 16 block, but also cost 2 mana. So this would be a really good way to like make sure we're not actually going to take damage. But we are taking damage by losing the health. This card seems kind of the best. This card's definitely not bad, right? Because we have the healing. So rather than me take like 7 damage from someone, I could instead lose 2 health and block all the damage and then just heal it up when we win. I think this is probably the best card though. It's kind of, it's better than a basic attack. It also only costs 1 mana, it does more damage, and it gives you strength for this turn, so your other attacks are going to be better as well. So we kind of decided we're going to go down the middle path. Hopefully we live long enough. I'd spent all that time choosing the middle path, and then we might just die to something random. Okay, so this guy, I think the weapon icon might be like how strong the attack is. I think that was a thing in the first game. So like the dagger kind of means it's a not very strong attack, and like the curvy sword was kind of a medium attack. But what are you guys doing here? To give you status cards. Okay, so status cards, if I remember correctly, they kind of like, they clutter up your deck, and you usually either are being forced to play them, otherwise they do something bad if you don't play them, or they do something bad just by you having them in your hand, which is not nice. It's only doing 4 damage to us. Thinking we might just double attack. What does strength do? Strength only adds 1 damage, right? Kind of in an awkward spot where I want to kill an enemy, but if I kill them, obviously the vulnerable doesn't stay, and if I use the vulnerable to make this stronger, then I don't get the strength. I think we should get rid of this guy, just so we don't take 2 statuses. Okay, so what does this do exactly? The 1 card cost, it's actually not that bad of a status. We draw a card off of it. But it does, it's essentially, it's like a dead card in your hand that you're then replacing with a live card, but it costs you 1 mana to do so. I think we could kill this little guy, defend, and then we'll be in a much better spot. Fighting one-on-one, we are going to take some damage here. He's just going to status us, so we're just going to full attack. And we should be able to kill him next turn. Okay, we can kill him. And I'm pretty sure with these status cards, if we finish the combat, they should be removed from our deck. Like, we don't see them here, so it's not like they stay until we actually play them. They only stay for that battle. Okay, power cards. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Power cards apply a buff to you when used. Buffs remain for the duration of a single combat. So here's a 1 cost, just gain 2 strength for the entire combat. Lose 1 HP, deal 9 to all enemies. That would give us some AoE. That would have been pretty good that last fight. This is a 0 cost card. Deal 6, add a copy of this card to your discard pile. So the problem with this card is, obviously, if you're in a long fight, and this card is not super strong, you're gonna start flooding your deck with this card. And yeah, it's cool that it costs 0, but when your entire hand costs 0, all of a sudden it's not that good anymore, right? Because you need more draw power to actually use your mana. So I'm thinking, because they kind of want us to pick this, I might just pick it. Although I'm really tempted to grab this breakthrough, but let's grab this. It's another cute little bug monster. This enemy intends to apply a debuff to you, alright? We're in a weird spot where our next hand might actually suck because we drew only attacks, which is fine because I only wanted to attack. But we keep drawing Bash and Setup Strike at the same time, and these don't really work that well together. But if I Bash, I kind of want to Bash no matter what, and Setup Strike is just a better card than regular strikes. So I could either do 10 plus 7, or I could do 8 plus... I assume it'll be 10. Obviously 8 plus 10 is better. So now he'll have vulnerable for next turn, so we could probably just kill him next turn. He shrunk us. What the heck does that do? Your attacks deal 30% less damage. That's kind of bad. So here we're in an awkward situation where we... How long does this last? Does this last forever? It seems like it lasts forever. I don't remember them having permanent debuffs in the first game. But so what we could do to kind of counteract this is play the strength card, and we don't really have enough attacks to kill him anyways, so I'm thinking we just play the strength card. And then we just double block so we don't take any damage. And then maybe we could kill him next turn, but he does get rid of the vulnerable, which kind of sucks. Why is he hitting so hard? I can't kill him. I think I just full block. We kind of, like, surely he'll at some point do nothing again, right? I don't think there's any way for me to kill him, is there? Either way, we're bashing. And that's not gonna kill. I think I'll just block, wait till next turn, and then we can definitely kill him next turn. Assuming we don't draw only blocks. Okay, it should be enough with the setup strike and the regular strike. Alright, and we come out with more HP than we started the fight with. Fire potion. So here you can see it's just kind of a basic potion that does 20 damage to something, and I don't think it requires energy like cards do. So this is just kind of like a free action, but once we use it, it's gone. So, drink or throw potions during combat. Potions stay with you throughout the run. Ooh, okay. A card that gives 5 block and deals 5 damage. Deal 8 damage if the enemy is vulnerable, hits twice. This card goes really well with Bash, right? Deal 17 damage, exhaust the top card of your draw pile. So exhaust is slightly different from discard because it removes it from your deck for the rest of that combat. This card seems too expensive to be good enough. I also think that the banner here being blue means this card is more rare than the other cards, which doesn't necessarily always mean that it's better, but it likely could mean that it's better. But you might be less likely to find rarer cards. What do we do? This is obviously just a better version of Strike. because it at the very least does more damage. But if we can combine it with vulnerable, which I think we should be able to do pretty consistently, then it's going to do crazy damage, right? Because this does 8, but if it's on vulnerable, it'll do 12. And if it's then on vulnerable, it'll hit a second time, so it actually does 24 damage. Yeah, I think we got to go this one. Okay, here we got a lot of enemies with not a lot of health. What are these? The next time Inklet loses HP, it only loses 1 HP instead. Okay, so they all have this, so I would only deal 1 if I attacked him. So I need to get rid of that. It makes him really hard to kill turn 1. And they're doing 3, 9, they're doing 12 damage total. I guess I could have just killed this guy, huh? Could have hit him with bash and then dismantled him, but then I wouldn't have any block. Which maybe would have been okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It actually would have been a better choice to kill a guy and take 6 damage. I think. 10. Luckily, it's the guy who we already took his little slippery from. Ooh, can I even play Inflame? Probably not. I just need to pick up the kill. And then defend. Okay, we gotta get rid of you. We only have attack cards, so... There's just no good way to kill this guy without just attacking him 3 times in a row. Alright, what do we got here? He's dealing 6. Is this enough to kill with a bash and a strike? No. We'll just kill him next turn then. We'd had that dismantle the previous turn. We could have killed him before he attacked. Okay, so this is a pretty good card. We get 8 blocks, so it's better than a defend, and it also lets you draw a card. Upgrade a card in your hand. So I think every card can be upgraded like once at the campfire. But I don't know if this upgrade is temporary or permanent. I assume it's temporary, whereas usually upgrade at the campfire would be permanent. So it probably only lasts for that one combat. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Cost 1 less mana for each attack played this turn. That's interesting. So if you have a lot of attacks, then you could just play this for free if you attack 3 times. I think Shrug It Off is going to be good at going into the future. But our deck is getting kind of hefty with cards that we might not all want, especially the basic cards. Like, we really don't want these basic cards anymore, right? What do we got here? A Mauler. He's only dealing 8, so this is ideal. Okay, he is debuffing us. So we could either do 18 or we could inflame and do 16, which I think makes the most sense because he's got a lot of health, so this fight's going to take a little bit. Okay, what did he do? So this time his debuff was not a permanent debuff. It was 3 turns of vulnerable, which is going to hurt. Probably. I think I gotta bash because next turn there's a pretty high likelihood I get dismantle. And then I think he's just dead if I can dismantle him. That's a big hit. Ooh, the card's like lit up when it's gonna do its special effect, huh? Oh, he's just dead to that. I forgot, so the strength was giving us +2, which brought it to 10 damage, and then the vulnerable was making it 15. The strength potion here, now we have a potion that we can just kind of cast to give us 2 strength at the, well, probably at the start of a battle, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the start of a battle. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. That's an interesting skill. Deal 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Kind of like this rage. Okay, so we're fighting an elite now. Elites are probably the place where we want to use potions the most. At the end of its turn, gains 1 strength. Ow. It's also hitting for 16. So this guy needs to die quickly. I think I am going to just strength potion. Gonna do that. We didn't really draw anything effective here. Does this doesn't seem to base off of our strength. But it might work with vulnerable. So we might save that for when we have vulnerable on him and then try and pop him for 30 damage instead. Do I really want to take 8? Not particularly, but I think we just want to get damage done. Okay, so now he's got multi-hits, which are all being buffed by this 1 strength. Oh, we didn't get our vulnerable, but luckily we do have this rage. It's gotta be better to play this than this, because we get 3 block out of playing this. And then 20 damage is probably not worth it right now. Oh, we drew bash. If we bash and dismantle 10 plus 30. He does not die, huh? I guess I could just chuck the potion at that point. That's probably the best play. I've been known to hold on to my items like potions and stuff too much. It did only do 20 damage, so I guess it probably wasn't affected by the vulnerable. But maybe that's just because he died? I'm not sure. Anyways, relics. Relics found throughout the spire grant unique bonuses and remain throughout your run. They can be found at treasure rooms, random events, or by defeating elites. Block potion, gain 12 block. So if we're ever going to take a lot of damage, we could just pop that. Vajra. Start each combat with 1 strength. That's obviously good. It's always going to be useful. But I wonder if we want to try and start building around that by having like lots of multi-hit things. Ooh. At the start of each turn, gain an extra energy. But it costs 2 mana to play this. So, like, if you can find a turn to play this, then you're doing really good for the rest of the combat. But the problem is the turn that you're playing this is gonna hurt, probably. Is it crazy that I don't really want any of these? Maybe that power card was good. Do you get money for if skipping? No, it doesn't seem like you do. I wasn't sure if you, like, essentially sell the card instead of actually getting it. Alright, what do we got here? We got, like, a D&D party going on. Got an attacker, got a blocker, attack and blocker. What can we do? Obviously, we were going to play Rage this turn, because we only have attacks anyways. I feel like we gotta... I was gonna say we gotta play Inflame, but if we don't play Inflame, then we could kill someone. Well, hold up. I'm losing 7 damage, and I would be gaining 4 damage. So I'd be losing 3 damage total. So I could kill this guy, but this guy's not doing any damage. But maybe that's the play, because then we have the 2 strength for the rest of the fight. I could also use the block potion right now, I suppose. Maybe that's the play. Oh wait, well, I'm going to get blocked from casting attacks. Yeah, I think we'll just take the 6. Alright, this guy's got a buff. If I just attack this guy with everything, he will die. But I think if I instead just get him low and shrug it off to make sure I don't take damage from this guy, I'd be in a better spot. So let's shrug it off first so we can see what we draw. We could, I guess we couldn't have drawn Rage because it was still here, but... I guess I could have also just killed this guy instead. But I'm scared of whatever buff this guy might end up with. It's a 3 strength buff. Actually not that scary. But we're in an awkward spot where we kind of got to use Bash to kill something. Why is this guy hitting so hard? This guy's the guy with the extra strength. Huh. I think I made a mistake. I probably should have just killed this guy last turn. I think I might just block, because he should have... Essentially, our attack wasn't really going to do that much, because he still had his block, and it was just going to go away at the end of the turn anyways. Rage. I think we just all-out attack, and it should kill him. Alright, what do we got? Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. That's actually a pretty good card. Because right now, we don't really have a way to draw. Although I don't know if this down here is a condition or an effect that activates after you play the card. So what I mean is, can I draw before I play this card and then play the card? Obviously, what they're trying to prevent with this card is you draw into more cards that draw you more cards, right? But we don't really have a whole lot of that. Deal 13 damage, apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable. Weak makes them deal 25% less damage. I don't want that. I think we gotta just take this. I think we can use that pretty well. So, how are we looking health-wise? But we got to remember at campfires, we can also upgrade cards. I assume merchants are probably where we can remove cards from our deck. I think we go to a campfire and try and get an upgrade here. At a rest site, you could stop and take a breather. After selecting one of the options, you must move on. Choose wisely. Smith. Does it show us what's gonna happen? I keep trying to drag. I kind of wish this game had it. I like the ability to like... Oh, it does have it. It's just like when you touch the cards, because they get bigger with the pop out, it's hard to get off of them. But no, I do like that. So maybe I just need to get used to going over to the side here and not trying to do it in the middle. Because some games, like, you could kind of click on the card and it'll still let you drag. But this one doesn't. So, like, what's a good card? View upgrades. This lets you draw 1 more card. This gives you an extra strength. It also gives you an extra strength. This seems... It's okay. Let's give you 3 extra block, huh? This gives you 2 extra block per card played. This gives you an extra vulnerable turn. So we're definitely not going to upgrade any of these, I think. The basic cards. It's gotta be... I mean, this is also not bad, but we can't play 4 cards anyways. We don't have enough mana for that right now. Plus, we're gonna hit another campfire soon if we want. So we could upgrade another card there. Because it seems to be free. It doesn't cost any money. I think it's between Dismantle, Shrug It Off, and Rage. The thing about Rage is, so far, every time we've drawn it, it's been in a really good hand for us. Mostly because most of the cards we've picked have been attack cards. But the second we draw Rage and we only have, like, defend cards, it's going to feel really bad. This is only 2 damage, though. I think it's got to be Rage. Setup Strike is not terrible either, but I don't think we have enough attacks or enough hits even. If we had more multi-hit cards, this might be worth it. I think it's got to be Rage. Okay, this seems like pretty good hand. It's kind of going to depend on what we get off of Battle Trance here. Start by playing this. You're just powering yourself up. I guess he could power up his teammates. I don't know if it'll tell us if he's going to power up his teammates or if he's just powering up himself. But I also imagine the first floor is not going to be too difficult right off the bat with stuff like that. So I'm thinking I should just Battle Trance before I play either of these. Okay, I can no longer draw for the rest of this turn. Didn't really change my situation. I guess now I can play a strike to make sure I block all the damage. And I can pretty much do this for free. I want to kill the guy who's going to buff himself first, or at least work on killing him. Okay, this guy's going to buff himself now, which is a little bit of an issue. But I just got to kill this guy. Oh, okay. So we could go... Now we could test it. Because I want to set up some block anyways, because our attack cards aren't that good. So if I do this, draw a card, it seems like I could still Battle Trance. Yeah, it still lets me do it. So all I have to do is I have to draw beforehand. Now if I draw in to Shrug It Off, obviously then I could still play Shrug It Off, but I wouldn't be able to draw, I believe. I think I could still play it. I'm not positive on that. I have 2 mana. I'd really like to play the Bash. I think I'd be in a better spot if I only took the 1 damage so I could start to get some of my health back. I think odds are I might be able to just kill this guy next turn. Which actually, Rage is such a good spot. I think I do kill you. Yeah, just barely, but I also would have blocked all of his damage. Okay, Energy Potion. We gain 2 energy. That's good. What do we got? X. So we got X cost cards, which... The weird thing about X cost cards in these games is you spend all of your mana. So, like, however much mana you have is what it spends. Whereas part of me thinks it would be more interesting if I could pick how much mana I'm spending. I could be like, oh, I only want to play this card for 2 mana. But not an option. Now, this is kind of crazy. It's got to be this card, though, with all the strength buffs that we're getting. Like, that could be just, like, a really good combo ender, especially if we combine it with Setup Strike. Okay, first chest. We got... I wasn't paying attention to how much money we got, but we did get money, I think. And at the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. At the end of your turn, gain block. Plating is reduced by 1 at the start of your turn. I feel like this is worded weirdly. I think it should say gain block equal to the plating. I'm pretty sure that's what it means to say. So we do have a lot of money. I kind of want to hit a shop. I assume there's going to be relics at shops. Because, like, elites are a good way to get relics, but I think shops might have relics too. So I'm really tempted to just go here. So we hit 2 campfires, get some more card upgrades, and hit a shop with all of our money. So I'm curious what happens here. This just increases the damage by 3. I was hoping it would modify the X and be like an X plus 1 or something. So you could play it for 0 cost. That does not seem to be the case. I do think that setup strike just got a lot better with Whirlwind. Inflame also got a little bit better. So I think our best cards right now to level up would be Shrug It Off, or probably first Setup Strike, then Shrug It Off, then Inflame. Maybe Battle Trance. Also, this is not bad. The reason I don't like this card is because it's 2 mana cost. We had a way to reduce that. I'm going to grab Setup Strike, though. Okay, we're fighting a pile of hair. He's doing a lot of damage. So how exactly does this work? Okay, I think it was just explaining that plating gives 1 block. It wasn't explaining the fact that 4 plating gives 4 block. So we're gonna get 4 block for free. So if I block twice, then I'll block all of his damage. Do kind of want to get some damage done. But I think it's probably going to be better for us to... What the heck is this? Malicious. The enemy intends to apply afflictions on your cards. Interesting. He's only doing 8, so if we shrug it off, that'll block everything. Ooh, then we can rage. Set up strike. I guess I didn't really need to rage, but there's no reason for me to not play rage. There are some mechanics in these games that make it so you don't want to play extra cards for no reason, but this guy doesn't seem to have that. What are we doing here? Attacks cost an extra energy this turn. That's obnoxious. I don't think it affects Whirlwind, though. Unless it's X -1, which would be obnoxious. It's doing 16. I feel like I should just Battle Trance. Wow. Okay, I got no way to block any of this. I think if I bash, I for sure can... Well, actually, I'm not going to have very many attacks. I guess we could get lucky and get multiple attacks. I don't have good choices here. Every choice sucks. I might just drink the block potion. I think we drink the block potion. I want to try and save our health, probably. I mean, I guess we could have saved the block potion for the boss, but I want to save stuff for the boss here. So if I inflame, get 2 extra strength, then we'd be dealing 8. I assume it's ×2, but I don't know how this additional energy cost affects this. I kind of want to try it. Just because I don't think we can really accomplish anything here. Is this going to hit twice or once? It hit twice, so it didn't actually cost more. So the X cards are not actually affected by that. Okay. Might as well play Rage. Gonna play Shrug It Off. Okay, we can kill with that. Fortifier. Triple your block. Okay, so if we could just set up a little bit of block, then we could triple it. What do we got here? Deal 16 damage to all enemies. At the start of your turn, plays from the exhaust pile. Does it play it for free? Or does it cost 3? I feel like if it does cost 3, then we just straight lose. So I can't afford that. But if it's free, all you got to do is find a turn where you can get away with spending all your mana on this card, and then it's pretty good, right? But if it's not free, then you pretty much mess up the entire rest of the combat. Like 16 damage to everyone's not that bad, but then you can't really react to what your enemies are doing. It kind of sounds to me like it would be free, but I don't want to risk it right now. I guess I could just take it and try it, right? Do I do it? I'm really curious. I want to know. We do have one more combat before we get to a boss. Alright, that ups its damage by 5. So what all are we doing still? Oh, I was like, why do we have less cards? It's because the cards that are already upgraded don't show up here. I think its Shrug It Off upgrade is pretty big. Although 3 vulnerable is, maybe I'm underrating 3 vulnerable. It's a lot. Like 3 is a lot longer than 2. It's a lot more likely that we could just have 100% uptime. Let's do that. We could figure out a way to maybe make that card cost less or something. Okay, let's see what we could do at a shop, huh? I forgot they did this in the first game too, where the shopkeeper's hand like follows what you're doing. Okay, we got 300 gold. Can I sell potions? No, it doesn't seem like it. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. I feel like we can't really do that. Stampede. At the end of your turn, one random attack in your hand is played against a random enemy. That's not bad, but it costs a lot to play this card. So I think, like, here you could see these cards have red borders, which I think means that they're Ironclad cards, Ironclad being our character. And then these cards have gray borders, which I think means they're just neutral cards, so any character could get these. Deal 6 damage, choose one of 3 cards in your draw pile to add to your hand. That's not bad. It's just a better strike. Hand of Greed, deal 20 damage. If fatal, gain 20 gold. Now, the one thing that I don't know is, are we only doing Act 1 right now? Or can we go further than that? Because a card like that, if we're only going to Act 1, like, we only got 1 combat left. So that's not really going to do anything for us. You weren't here. I was going to ask you if you do get the chance to watch a little bit. Apparently this game has co-op. So I was going to ask if maybe tomorrow or something you wanted to play this game co-op, if it's interesting to you. You should let me know, maybe after the stream or something, what you think. I'm also now noticing that this card is cheaper. I assume it's 50% off? I don't know, it just says percent. The other cards of the same rarity seem to be about twice that much, so I assume it's 50% off. We also have some relics here, and potions. Gain mana, draw 2. That's actually a super powerful potion, what the heck. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat, also very powerful. Gain 7 plating. That's kind of crazy, right? If we combine that with this thing, we kind of won't even have to block for a while. Removing cards is also very valuable. Increases by 25 for the rest of the run. So the one question I would have here is, I don't remember if I can remove several cards in a single shop. Like, can I use this as many times in this shop as I want? Or can I only use it once and then I gotta wait till the next shop before I can use it again? Whenever you enter a shop room, heal 15. I don't think that's good enough. At the start of your third turn, gain 3 energy. That's kind of crazy. The problem that we're gonna run into is we'll probably have too much energy to play all of our cards, so this is actually gonna be wasted. At the start of your first turn, lose 2 energy. At the start of all other turns, gain 1 energy. That's interesting. So it's like that card that we saw earlier that gives us an extra energy, the power. The difference here is this is guaranteed to go off the first turn, whereas the other card we weren't guaranteed to have it on the first turn. Can we afford to do this? It's going to make the first turn a little bit dicey. But how often is an enemy going to kill us on the first turn, right? Let's look at removing some stuff. So right now, strikes are better for us than defends are because we have rage. So I think I'm going to get rid of a defense, but I don't want to get rid of all of our defense because... like, other than that, we only have Shrug It Off to get any defense whatsoever. Okay. Okay, it is locked out, so it seems like you could only do this once per shopkeeper. So... you know, the chandelier almost seems a little bit better than the bread, but now it's no longer an option. This is an attack card, which would work with rage. Could also use this to potentially, like, find valuable cards that we need. I feel like getting relics is so good, but like I was saying, this relic was probably the best one. Now, if I knew for sure that this boss coming up was the end of the run, I would just buy, like, this potion or this potion. But I don't know that. I think we gotta get the bread. I think the bread has high potential. As long as we can make sure to, like, not lose on the first turn. See, this is where it kind of sucks, huh? And I do want to try Howl from Beyond at some point. So yeah, like this situation, we're going to take a lot of damage. And there's not really a whole lot I could do about it. I could use the Fortifier, but I don't want to waste that on this basic enemy. I did indeed get the bread. Alright, this guy's debuffing me. This guy needs to go. He's already powered himself up. Let's draw some cards. Okay, Shrug It Off. We can't actually... can't draw. But we probably don't even need the block this turn, because I think we're just killing this guy. Do I want to use this? I should just use the 2 basic strikes and then hit him with the bigger hit. The plating is really going to help us that turn 1. Make sure we don't just die. Does this kill? No, it doesn't. Also, having the extra energy makes Whirlwind better. Because I could potentially just pop off a Whirlwind right now. Hit him for 24 immediately. If I do Inflame instead, it still does 24 damage. So the Inflame is kind of like free. If I Bash... then this does 18 damage. Plus the 11 from the bash. Not killing. I don't think there's any combination of cards here that kills. I'm kind of tempted to just... Ah, but he's gonna debuff me. I'm tempted to inflame and double block. Because that means I don't take any damage, and then this doesn't do anything, right? Why did that just do damage? Oh, I have 4 mana, right. Yeah, never mind, that was good play. Now we do less block from cards. But that doesn't apply to the plating, because the plating is not a card. I mean, we could kill him this turn. I guess I'm not going to see how Howl from Beyond works. So I don't know if I want to figure out how it works on the boss fight, though. That might be a bad idea. Chemokinesis. Ooh. Attack that hits twice. Really good with the strength that we are gaining. Draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. That's interesting. This would be crazy with that one card that puts all the 0-cost attacks in your discard pile. I think we gotta grab the Twin Strike, though. We can get a lot of value out of that. Alright, what can we do here? Twin Strike only increases its damage. It's either Inflame or I kind of want to do Howl. Because if I am actually going to play this Howl, it might as well be as good as possible, right? But I think I'm going to grab Inflame. Because I assume the boss fight's going to require us... Inflame upgrade also makes that Twin Strikes that we just got better. So the boss fights, he's probably going to have a lot of health. Yeah, he has a lot of health. Okay. The next 9 times he loses HP, it only loses 1. Okay, so we just need to hit him with stuff. Start with Rage. Also, Twin Strikes is going to be really good against this, right? Because it hits twice. I don't have Twin Strikes right now, but we only have 1 mana turn 1, though. Might as well just do this. It's whatever. We'll block all the damage. Alright, he's doing 12. Whirlwind, also very good. But kind of think I'd rather Inflame, Bash, Twin Strike. Is that smart? I could Inflame, Twin Strike, Whirlwind. It would be nice to apply all those vulnerables, but I'd rather take off an extra 2 of these stupid slipperies. I don't have any blocks, so... I could Energy Potion here, and then I could Bash as well. Because if I do that, it's very likely he'll still have Vulnerable by the time I kill his Slippery, but, like... I might not even get rid of all of his Slippery next turn, so maybe that actually doesn't matter at all. Whatever, we gotta Inflame. Twin Strike, take out 2. And take out 2 more. And then we're gonna take 9 damage. Oh, his tail just keeps getting longer. That's funny. He's doing 27 damage, and he's going to give us 3 status cards? That's highly rude. Do I play this Howl? and figure out how this works? No, surely we can't play it while he has Slippery up, at least. That would just be a mistake for sure. Okay, what am I doing here? This kind of sucks. I almost feel like my best play is to defend and Fortifier. So I take no damage and then pop 1 Slippery. Oh wait, now I could pop 2 Slipperies. I keep forgetting I have 4 mana. I think that's the play. Just, it seems like he gets stronger as his tail grows, and this might be the strongest that he gets, and then it'll shrink back down. Would be my guess as to how this works. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't vulnerable him. Unplayable cards. That's not what you see. What do we do with these? These are just here forever. I can't do anything with them. So this is where something like a mechanic that lets me exhaust cards would be good, right? Because then I could exhaust these cards. But right now, I can't do anything about that. They're in my deck for the rest of this combat. But he's doing nothing. Let's start by battle trancing. Even though Dismantle hits twice on a vulnerable target, I'd rather Dismantle deal damage. I think I've got a boom. Boom. And then boom. Big damage. Okay, our plating is now going to go away. We will rage. Well, how does rage work? Whenever you play an attack card. So this doesn't give me multiple rage procs. So do I try this now? These are both attack cards. I think we gotta try this. I want to know how this works. I think even if it doesn't work, if it works the way I hope it doesn't work, I think we still will win. So we'll find out. Okay, so when our turn starts, it should go off. What? Oh. So yeah, I didn't realize that this card doesn't exhaust itself. I thought it exhausted itself. This card's completely useless. Okay. Can I kill you? I don't really have a whole lot of options, so I guess I just gotta try and kill you. I can't kill you. That's tragic. Epoch discovered. Alright, so I assume the run keeps going because it's giving me options. So, transform all attack cards in your hand into Giant Rock. Deals 16 damage. That's interesting. It's obviously good to transform the strikes into Giant Rocks. Some of my other cards I don't really want to transform into Giant Rocks, although this thing sucks. I'm pretty disappointed in that because I have no way to exhaust that card. So I don't even get to figure out like if this actually spends mana when it plays itself from the exhaust pile or not. What else do we got? We got Demon Form. At the start of your turn, gain 2 strength. That's kind of wild. Deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random attack in your hand and add its damage to this card. You know, that we could use to to exhaust Wild Howl. We should take this because it hits twice, so it synergizes with the strength that we have. Plus, we could like try and target specific things that we want to exhaust. Like we'll probably want to exhaust regular strikes or the Wild Howl. I think this is a cool idea. Now we really don't want to open up with that card. That would be bad. What is this? Oh, he healed us to full. He's the melting dragon, pale. A puppet has arrived. Can you check on father? I'm too tired. Pale's Tears. If you end your turn with unspent energy, gain 2 energy next turn. That is really good. But, like, have we ever ended our turn with unspent energy? No. I don't think so. This card can be duplicated at rest sites. Enchant a card with clone. Hold up. What would we want to clone? What if our deck was only Thrashes and Howl from Beyond? I thought this was called Wild Howl for some reason. What if we only had Thrashes and Howl from Beyond? And we just... The problem is eventually we hit other Thrashes with each other, and they'd exhaust each other. At the start of your turn, draw an additional card. I mean, that's amazing. I don't see any card that I really need to be able... Like, I assume this also takes your action at the rest site, so you can't upgrade then if you clone a card. I think Pale's Blood has got to be the best thing. Okay, what direction do we want to go here? We don't really have that much money, so going for a shop early seems like a mistake. We would like to hit an elite if possible. If we go down the middle, we could easily hit 2 elites. The right side, we could also hit 2 elites. Right side has no shops on it, though. So if I went this middle path, I could avoid that first shop because we won't have money anyways. Fight this elite, go here. Keep going. I can't get over to this shop. What about over here? I could go this way, dodge that shop. So only 1 elite on this path, though. So I gotta choose between 2 shops. Why is it every time it's making me choose between or 1 shop or 2 elites? So far, we've never had a situation where you could get 2 shops and 2 elites. I don't know if it's just random luck that we're not, or like unluckiness. I feel like this middle path is the best. And there's not any like we haven't really done any random events though. Kind of want to do some random events. Maybe I go on this right side. What the heck is this thing? He's doing 17 damage? Okay, this is one of those situations where with 1 mana, it's going to be really hard to snipe the Howl from Beyond, so I don't think we can play Thrash this turn. Why are you doing 17 damage? Well, actually, maybe Thrash is the play anyways. Because I get the damage from the card added to Thrash. I don't know if that's temporary or for the rest of the battle. But like losing any of these attack cards is not that big a deal. What is this? Tries to escape the combat after 5 turns. I assume we don't get rewards if he escapes. Okay, it did hit the Howl from Beyond, so next turn we're gonna figure out how that works. And then it seemed to get the damage afterwards. Now, is it only for this battle, or does that last forever? Because if that lasts forever, then that card is gonna get crazy. This does nothing, right? Yeah, that does nothing. Alright, let's see. It does not cost mana. That's crazy. Alright, so if we can hit those Howl from Beyonds, now we got a strategy. What are you doing here? He took my Battle Trance? What do you mean he took my Battle Trance? Wait, so he's trying to escape with my Battle Trance, and I assume if he does that, then I don't get it back? That's interesting. He's just buffing, so I think I'm just gonna beat the crap out of him this turn. Yeah, he's just dead. Alright, get out of here. Give me back my Battle Trance, you nerd. He is a yoinker. That's crazy that he could just like permanently steal. Well, I didn't get yoinked because I killed him and took it back, but that he could just permanently steal a card from you. Alright, what do we got here? We got another Shrug It Off. There's Anger, that card that I was talking about earlier. That would synergize well with the draw as many cards until you draw a non-attack card. Deal 9 damage, increase this card's damage by 5 this combat. This seems really good. It's only this combat, but it's just better than a strike, right? We gotta stop filling our deck with so much garbage, though. By the way, okay, this damage goes back down, so it's not permanent. Also, we can view upgrades here. That's a good point. I hadn't considered if he tries to steal a card that you wanted to remove. However, I feel like if you let him escape, you probably don't get money or a card reward, which might be not worth it then. Yeah, I think we're going this right path. Tunneler. Alright, what do we got here? We need to somehow... Like, our turn 1 really sucks with this bread. We need a way to make this turn 1 a little bit better. Like, either have a card that is really good for us to play turn 1 that's always in our opening hand. Or something. Because right now it feels really bad turn 1. Okay, can we thrash the Howl from Beyond again? It's actually going to be really hard because we have too many... We have too many attack cards. But I can make it a 50-50. Dang it, it hit the strike. Well. Wait, where'd he go? Can I not attack him? I don't know if I could... It seems like I could still attack him. What do we do here? He's going to... He has way too much block, though. If I played this for 4, it would do 36. We'd only deal 4 damage to him. I feel like we just got to set up a whole bunch of block this turn. So let's shrug it off. I mean, we could maybe play Rampage. But let's draw first. I drew 2... no, wait, no, I didn't draw too many cards. If I set up Strike, Rampage, Twin Strike... Right now I got 10 block. I could get 10 more. hold on. If I do this, I do 15, get 3 strength. This then does 9 times 1.5. I think it would round it down to 13 times 2, so 26. So 41 damage. Plus this at 13 times 1.5. Probably be 19. So we'd do 60 damage, which would put us 1 away from killing. Are you kidding me? I guess I could pop this potion to kill him, but I feel like that's a waste. I think I should just double block and hit him with 18 damage. Or Rampage, I guess. But we're not gonna draw another. We're not gonna draw Rampage again. Oh, it didn't even matter. I don't know why I even bothered hitting his shield. Wait, he keeps his block? I didn't realize that. I should have read this. Block is not removed at the start of the tunneler's turn. Stunned if all block is removed. Where are you getting it? Oh, he's currently vulnerable, so he takes 50% more damage. So I had to multiply everything by 1.5. If you were here from the start, you would know that Bash makes him vulnerable, which makes him take 50% more damage. Anyways, I'm pretty sure, does this just kill you? No, okay, we gotta think about our play a little bit more than this. Just bash first. I'm pretty sure we kill no matter what I do, as long as I do a lot of attacks. Oh, he gets stunned when he runs out of block? I didn't read. Did it say that in there? I think I stopped reading because I read your comment. Anyways, goodbye. Alright, what do we got? A second rage. Get a stomp. Whenever you apply vulnerable, draw a card. We don't apply vulnerable very often, so I don't think that's the play. I do like another rage, even if it's not upgraded, so... That's an interesting thought, because earlier we saw that item. Did I read it out loud? Yeah, I was probably not paying attention. But yeah, we saw that item where you could duplicate a card. I hadn't considered the fact that you could probably duplicate an upgraded card, so then you wouldn't have to upgrade it again. So obviously it'd be better to duplicate our upgraded rage, but I think I'd rather have another rage. Stomp seems really good. It does seem really good. And I was considering it earlier. But the problem is at the moment, like, our deck still has all these defends in it. It still has rage. It still has inflame. Battle I mean, likelihood is... The problem is if I try and defend at all on the turn, then I'm not playing Stomp for free, right? And I feel like... Well, I guess we have 4 mana. So I could defend once, still do 3 attacks, and play Stomp for free. But I feel like I kind of have to play Stomp for free for it to be worth it. So if I have a hand that can't play Stomp for free, it feels kind of bad. I really just want a second rage. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it can reduce all the way down to free. This room is full of cheese. You look around to see if there are any traps, and above you is more cheese. The candles in the room appear to be made of cheese. The furniture is also cheese. Suddenly, the door behind you slams shut. It is made of cheese. What is this? The chosen cheese. At the end of combat, gain 1 max HP. I kind of like that. Choose 2 of 8 random common cards. I'm going to take this. Take 14 damage. Now we get 1 max HP at the end of every combat. I guess we got a few combats over here. We'll get some max HP out of it. I assume that the max HP will also give me a current HP. So like if we went up to 81, then I'd have 59 health. What the heck is this? Summon. This monster intends to summon monsters. Can you not? Alright, let's... This hand kind of sucks. Let's draw a card. Alright, Battle Trance... Oh. I'm an idiot. Right, we only have 1 mana on the first turn. Yeah. I really wish I hadn't drawn that Battle Trance, because now I'm not going to have it next turn. That's unfortunate. To be fair, this probably works, right? This is just a test. I can Rage and then play a 0-cost Whirlwind to get 5 block. That does work. Okay. That's not good. What are... This enemy intends... What the heck? When it dies, it revives next turn at full HP. Minions abandon combat without their leader. Oh, jeez. This does hit everybody. But I can't... Playing it does not exhaust it. So I don't know if that's the play right now. I really would love to bash the snail thing. I don't know, like, what is this? It's like a snail, but it looks like it has arms. But this thing kind of needs to die. We have too many good attack cards. Do I use the energy potion this turn? If only I had Stomp to hit multiple targets. Look, it doesn't... There's no guarantee I would have had Stomp on this turn, okay? Also, like, you could just assume that the Rage card is the Stomp card, right? I currently don't have the Rage card. It's right here, so I wouldn't have had it in my hand right now anyways. If I had the Rage card, I could defend all of this damage and I wouldn't be concerned. So I don't want to hear it from you. The Rage card would have been just as effective here. Okay, so if I do Setup Strike you, Twin Strike you, do I really want to use this energy potion right now? Was bash. I guess I should have set up strike before I bashed because I was going to set up strike this guy anyways. I think I gotta just do some damage. Mostly because this is going to deal a lot of damage. Dang, you don't even have a turn of downtime with this guy. Alright, we're playing the Rage. We should be able to get enough block here. Now the question is, I don't necessarily have to exhaust a card with this, right? I guess I have 5 cards. I might as well just exhaust a strike, though, and play the Inflame. Because this hits twice, so the Inflame is gonna make that do 6 more damage. Alright, am I killing you? I can't kill you with 2 strikes, so I have to use Thrash on you if I'm going to kill you. Ah, jeez. This seems like a problem. Okay, but we got Rage again. And he has 1 more turn of Vulnerable. We might be able to kill him this turn. Let's Battle Trance, see what we get. We have the Thrash card. Can we guarantee the Thrash hits the Howl? Yes, yes we can. But I think we just kill him, right? We just go as Setup Strike. Then immediately dismantle. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Colorless Potion. Choose 1 of 3 random colorless cards to add into your hand. It's free to play this turn. Does it? I assume it goes away at the end of combat? What do we got here? Body Slam. Deal damage equal to your block. I mean, that's really good. If we get like a big rage turn, where we rage, do a bunch of attacks, and then we body slam at the end of it, that'd be pretty cool. It's also a free attack card. So even if I don't have block, I might be able to use it with rage to gain block. It's also already upgraded. I'm going to take this Body Slam card. I'm tempted to not take anything here, but this Body Slam card intrigues me. I feel like it might just work. Alright, what can we do here? Do I upgrade the second Rage? Ooh, the Rampage doesn't increase its damage. It increases the amount it gets better by. That's kind of good. Shrug It Off also just became better because Body Slam, like drawing into Body Slam off of Shrug It Off is always good. I kind of want to do this. The problem is we haven't really... I feel like our deck is too big to actually make use of this. We've maybe had the opportunity to play Rampage twice in a single fight. So maybe that's not even worth it. Also, a second Rage upgrade also became better because of Body Slam. I think I'd do the second Rage upgrade. What the heck is this thing? A Decimillipede. That's not creepy at all. If other segments are still alive, revives in 2 turns with 25 HP. Okay, they all have that. He's debuffing me. He's buffing. That guy's doing a lot of damage. Do I really not have Rage? I guess I could Battle Trance and hopefully draw into. Well, do I Battle Trance when I only have 1 mana? I didn't draw the Rage. See, here, if I could Rage, I could play the Whirlwind and the Body Slam for free to get a bunch of block. Stop saying if only I had... Look, I didn't... The Rage card is here. I still wouldn't have Stomp for this turn. You need to realize that I picked the Rage card instead of Stomp. So anytime you say if only you had the Stomp card, it has to be a turn where I have the Rage card in my hand. Otherwise, It's irrelevant. Also, this does 1 damage even though we have 0 block. Alright, fair enough. I mean, I could just rampage. This turn sucks. Also, again, I couldn't even play the Stomp card at all. Well, could I? I guess I could because I could play free Whirlwinds and free Body Slams. I guess if I played, like, Rampage, free Whirlwind, free Body Slam, I could then Stomp. However, the Stomp would still only do 12 damage, which would not be very good here. If I had the Rage card, it would be so good right now. I kind of feel like I just Inflame. That, or do I block? They're doing so much damage. I'm gonna Inflame. Oh, the strength affects the Body Slam. Dang. Who do I want to get rid of first? Probably the guy who's buffing himself. Ow. He weakened me? Oh, jeez. Okay, so I was kind of curious if he would apply strength to everyone. He only applied it to himself. Well, let's start with Shrug It Off. There's Howl. But that's not going to be good enough. Oh, boy. This is so stupid. I can't believe, like, we're going to draw both Rage cards at the same time when I don't have any attacks left. Oh, I guess I could double Rage, though. That's something. Okay, I could kill you with a single hit. You gotta go. Okay, the weakness is gone. How quickly do they come back? In 2 turns. I assume that means that he's coming back next turn. We do have the Howl. Let's go Shrug It Off. I can guarantee that I hit the Howl. How much extra mana do I have? Just 1. I defend. Kill you. I do this. And now we got the Howl going off at the start of every turn, hitting everybody. There we go. Why do we keep drawing both Rage cards at the same time? It doesn't really matter because we just win this turn anyways. Okay, that enemy was annoying. Holy. I didn't like that guy at all. Hold up. I want to see... I can't see it on the... I wanted to see, did the max HP also give me 1 current HP? I couldn't see because it's On the preview, it's hidden behind something else. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Well, that's good for us. Alright, what do we got here? Deal 6 damage, draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. We have a lot of non-attack cards, but that has the potential to draw us a few cards. However, the non-attack cards that we have are good, right? Like, what are the non-attack cards we can get? We can get Rage. We can get Battle Trance, just draw more cards. We could get Inflame. We could get Shrug It Off. Or we could get these 3 Defense, which suck. We kind of need to get rid of these 3 Defense. These are making our deck worse. We also need to get rid of these Strikes, but, you know, we can only do so much. This is not bad. I don't really want another Rampage. I've been disappointed in our Rampage so far. Flame Barrier. Gain 12 block. Whenever you are attacked this turn, deal 4 damage back. That's not good enough. It's either Pillage or Skip. Rewound. Okay, so I did get... Because I get 6 HP from my first trinket up here. So then I got 1 from the max HP. So I did get it. Yeah. So do I take the Pillage? Or do I take nothing? Like, our deck is getting too full. We got too much garbage. Oh, yeah, it's this thing. At the end of combat, we heal 6. This is the Ironclad just starts with this relic. This is his kind of like class-based thing. I think I take the Pillage. Hopefully it can make us draw into more important things. What does the Pillage do if you upgrade it? Just does more damage. What am I doing here? I shouldn't even upgrade. I should just rest. We lost all of our health to a stupid worm. Let's just rest. Alright, can we get something cool? A moldy chest. We got an anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. That's really good for us because our turn 1 sucks so much because of this bread. So now, because we have the plate, we have 14 block turn 1 without me doing anything. That's great news. Above, a cocoon is shaking and wriggling, about to burst forth. It stops wriggling. The cocoon ignites. What is going on? In a flash of light and flame, a spirit grafter rushes into you, threatening to merge with your being to become complete. What? Remove a card from our deck for the cost of 9 HP, or get Metamorphosis. Add 3 attacks into your draw pile. They're free to play this combat. Exhaust. What kind of attacks? Just anything? I guess they're free, so it's not that bad, but the turn we play this card kind of sucks. We could heal ourselves up to full with this, or essentially full. I'm really tempted to just remove a card instead, though. We really got to get rid of these stupid blocks. The spirit grafter is easily stopped by your will. However, it repeatedly flies into you, desperate for a host. Its strength runs out and dissolves with a poof of fleeting spirit. You think I just win the fight if I exhaust the Howl turn 1? The problem is like the odds of that happening are so low. And like look at like these guys are just gonna keep getting stronger and stronger. The Howl only does 17 damage. It's not like it's one-shotting everybody. You're adding 3 stat. What does this do? Negate 2 debuffs. Alright, well, I don't really debuff very much except for vulnerable, but I guess we're not going to be doing vulnerable then. So, we only have 1 mana. We got 14 block. He's doing 16 damage. Do I just take the 2 damage and inflame? Could also rampage. No reason to set up strike here. Otherwise, if I want to block all the damage, I would shrug it off, but I don't want to draw into a valuable card. I think I just inflame. Unplayable Ethereal. What does that do? If this card is in your hand at the end of this turn, it is exhausted. Okay. So it just takes up my deck space, but then if we leave it in our hand, it goes away. They're just gonna keep doing that, huh? Alright, let's start by battle trancing. This is not good. We did not draw rage. Once again, the rage cards are freaking stuck to each other. I don't know what's up with that. That's getting real annoying real quick. If I whirlwind here, I do 36 damage to both of them. That's not really good enough. Where's the howl at? It's still there. We need to make our deck significantly smaller. We got way too much garbage in here. I'm kind of tempted to just thrash. I don't want to lose the Twin Strike, so I'm definitely playing the Twin Strike. But, like, I don't really mind losing one of the strikes. I kind of mind losing the Whirlwind, but it's kind of like acceptable losses right now, honestly. Although it does hit everyone. Maybe a 1-cost Whirlwind is better than thrashing. Kind of thinking I block Whirlwind. What can we do here? I'm not going to be able to dismantle these guys because they're immune to I assume that 3 vulnerable is 1 debuff and not 3 debuffs, but maybe it is 3 debuffs. Okay, it was just 1 debuff. That's obnoxious. Is there any way I could kill? I'm gonna block all the damage either way. I just realized I can't even play all my card, or I'll have 1 mana left over. Oh, I wasn't taking into account that we were getting 10 per, because we played both of them. I think we might have been able to kill this front guy, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, now we just need to hope that our hand isn't just full of these stupid dazed. Okay. So if I just whirlwind, you guys just both die, right? Wachow. Okay, we got another fortifier, which is actually, if we have a big, like, rage plus body slam turn, we could do, like, big damage with body slam. I just have no idea how I'm supposed to use this colorless potion still. I guess we'll probably just save it for the boss fight. Ooh, it's a Twin Strike Plus. Bloodletting is interesting, because Bloodletting would be really good if we got it turn 1. I don't really want another pillage. I think that I don't want another Twin Strike. I wish I could replace this with our other Twin Strike. That's not how the game works. I think I just gotta skip. We can't just keep adding garbage to our deck. Alright, what do we want here? He's not going to do any damage to me. I don't think I should Battle Trance. I don't have any mana anyways, so I guess I should just hit one of them. We'll hit the guy who's buffing himself. The heck are these? The end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 5 damage. Oh my god. Do I pillage? Try and see if I can dig for a rage card? Oh, I was like, why did I stop drawing? My hand filled up. Gosh, dang it. But I didn't want to play any other cards first because in theory, I could have drawn a rage card and then used an attack card to build more defense. So Howling doesn't really help me here. At least I guess now I have a chance to hit Howl with Thrash. Oh, what am I doing here? This is terrible. How did that end up so badly? I'm getting real sick of both of these rage cards just sitting next to each other. This is not how the game's supposed to work, right? The deck is supposed to be randomly shuffled every single time. Yet the rage cards are always at the bottom of my deck, right on top of each other. I mean, I kind of feel like I gotta play both of these Toxics. What is this? What can we get here? Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. What? I don't... Hold up. Maybe this is the secret. Give me the rage. I kind of feel like I can't Thrash here, though. Because I need to play the Whirlwind and the Body Slam. So I think I just set up Strike. Alright, we somehow escaped without taking any damage that turn. Got more of this crap. Okay, we finally drew a rage card, but that's only because I force drew the other one. So, rage. Can I kill you? Doesn't really seem like it. At least they're not debuffing me this turn. Probably don't need to inflame. Would it have been better? Nah, there's no way I could have killed him. I think I would have had to have played the inflame and the strike and left both of the toxics in my hand. Hey, we actually got a rage card on its own. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this guy for sure so we don't get more toxic cards. What? It got stuck on my mouse for some reason. Is there a way I can make sure to hit the howl with the thrash? I don't know if I want to, though, because I kind of want this guy dead. I used rage, yep. So how do I do this? I want... Oh, right. Bash costs 2. Hold up. I can't use Inflame. If I could use Inflame, then I could kill this guy with just the Thrash. I really want to Bash Dismantle that guy. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. I guess I could just go for it anyways. Let him put the toxic cards in, and then he'll die to Howl. So we go Bash. Dismantle. Thrash. And then they both die to Howl. Alright. Another colorless potion. Another Thrash. I think I'll pass. Although that does increase my chances of exhausting a Howl, but I think it's not a good idea. Okay, what do? Gain 14 block upon first being hit. He's not gonna do any damage to me. I don't really have anything good to do. I guess I just pop this thing. And we move on with our lives. A frail? Oh, jeez. Well, he's not really doing anything, so I guess I don't care about being frail this turn. I don't have the Thrash, but we're gonna do lots of damage. The Body Slam kind of sucks this turn, but it will at least get the strength from Setup Strike. Punch. Punch, punch, punch. 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 You got 5 strength from that? We got Rage. I guess I should draw... Wait, I can't draw anymore with Pillage if I Battle Trance. So the question is, do I Inflame first or not? I think... What can we draw? I already raged, so odds are... I'm guaranteed to get a second rage in my hand if I do that. Do I want that? Not really, actually. Well, I'm guaranteed to probably get it from Battle Trance too, though. So then should I just accept that that's what's going to happen? I guess the alternative is I can Inflame Bash Strike and make sure I draw those cards next turn. But then I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting enough block. Also, we got Frail, so maybe I do need the second Rage this turn. Okay, Rage was the next card. That's what I was thinking, play neither, but then I'm gonna take 9 damage if I do that, so I decided not to go with that strategy. Now the question is, though, do I draw all 3 of these attacks or not? Because if I Bash Strike, then I should block all the damage. But if I had the Dismantle, I could do way more damage. But I could just use the Dismantle next turn. I think the situation became interesting because Rage just happened to be the first card I drew off of, what's it called? Plunder? Pillage? That's what it's called. Okay, so if I... Ooh, why are you doing so much damage? Can I kill you? Just barely. Attack potion. So we could only have 3 potions, so I gotta start probably using them. Although, aren't we fighting an elite soon? Yeah, we're fighting an elite next. Probably pop some potions on him. Choose 1 of 3 random attack cards to add into your hand. It's free to play this turn. We got Anger Plus, which is interesting because the copy is also going to be a plus. But I don't know. Is that the play? This whole time I've been wondering if Anger is good or not. It'll just fill up our discard pile with a lot of 0-cost cards. And eventually I'm not going to want them. At some point I will no longer want more Anger Pluses. Now the question is, will the enemy be dead by the time I don't want any more Anger Pluses? I think I gotta skip. Oh, right. Alright, what do we got here? He's doing just 22 damage off the rip? You leave me alone? I think this is an easy rampage or rage rampage turn. This is actually like probably the ideal turn 1 for us. Well, hold up. Let's actually read what this does first. The first time Infested Prism takes damage each turn, the attacker gains... Whoa! So that means I should set up Strike Rampage. This is really just an upside for me? That seems suspicious. Well, like, I only had the 1 mana, right? I had to hit him to get the mana back, because turn 1 I only have 1 mana. Alright, what are you doing here? I mean, you're not stupid. It's a lot to... It's a lot that you gotta remember every single time, and even I have forgotten that we only have 1 mana turn 1 multiple times, and I'm the one playing. Okay, what am I doing here? If I'm gonna shrug it off, which I think I am, then I should shrug it off first. Okay, there's Howl. There's no way I can play the Whirlwind and then play... Well, actually, it's not entirely true. I can... If I play the Whirlwind first to get the mana back, I can then play Thrash, but I still have the Strike in hand. I'm definitely raging. Do I bother Battle Trancing here? If I draw into the Body Slam, that would be sick. I feel like I just Whirlwind and then Thrash and hope that I hit the Howl. Oh, we hit the Strike. That's unfortunate. Okay, he's got 16 block, huh? He's doing 27 damage, and I have no way to defend myself? Oh, jeez. It would be interesting if I had the Howl, it would automatically hit him and give me the mana immediately. But this turn is going to hurt. We're definitely bashing. There's no world we're not bashing. I think we're going to double defend Twin Strike. We take a little bit less. Although, hold on, maybe we could do something special here. I should have used this colorless potion before I bashed, because we could have potentially... I don't have a rage in my draw pile, though. Those cards were only giving it out of my draw pile. That might not work. This is the elite, right? Yeah, it is. So I should probably just use stuff. Oh, I forgot about this ornamental fan. If I use 3 attacks in a single turn. So there's no reason to double defend. Because I get 4/5 of its effect by double attacking here. Wait, no I don't. Bash costs 2! I forgot the bash costs 2! I was like, what the heck? But if I grab this for a free attack... There's your stomp card. The stomp card would cost 0 this turn. What is this? Oh, it lets me look at my hand. But it's not... Double defend fortifier? Not a bad idea. I think I already used this potion though. I'm gonna grab the bully. And I essentially do what you want, except I'm gonna single defend and use the ornamental fan block and then fortifier that. Wait. Did this not... Takes attack damage. So if he blocks it... Okay, that's why I was confused. I should have had enough mana, but the bash didn't give me the mana back because he didn't actually take health damage yet. Okay, okay. So I didn't actually need to use that potion. Should I still use the fortifier, or should I just eat the 13 damage? 13 damage is a lot, though. I think I just do this, that, fortifier. And then maybe we could kill him next turn. We use 2 potions in a single turn, not the greatest usage. Can I really not draw Rage and Body Slam in the same turn? Come on, man. Okay, he's doing nothing. So we can kind of do whatever. Let's bully. I guess I could still shrug it off for body slam. I probably should still shrug it off for body slam. Could also defend for the body slam now, honestly. Body slam's free, so I could play the whirlwind before for the ornamental fan. I could either get 6 extra damage or 5 extra damage, right? So, well, I guess the 5 extra damage, not because it's multiplied by 1.5. No, it is. It still doesn't matter. Alright. We should be able to kill him next turn. Although he has 20 block. I assume we can get through that. Rage. Setup strike. What do we have? Yeah, we might as well pillage. I don't see any good reason not to. Another rage. But he's dead anyways. Okay. War paint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. Alright. That's not what I wanted to see. We upgraded up basic defend. I guess that means we'll be keeping that defend. What do we got here? Evil Eye. Gain 8 block. You have an exhaust. If you have exhausted a card this turn. It's not bad if we have it with Thrash, but as you can see, I can't really guarantee that the 2 cards I want to use together actually show up together. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. We don't do that enough. These are all bad, I think. Okay, we probably don't need to rest. What are we doing here? Is it time to upgrade Rampage? Or Howl? Although the Howl upgrade is completely useless if I don't happen to hit it with Thrash. I think we gotta do Rampage. That seems like the most effective thing. Alright, we got a boss fight. What the heck are you doing? 6 status cards. That's a lot. Well, he's not doing any damage this turn. Man, our turn 1s suck so much. You're gonna have to repeat that. I don't know what G-Mabul is. Upgrade what? What are you talking about? I don't know. Frantic Escape. Get further away. Increase Sandpit by 1. Increase the cost of this. What the heck is Sandpit? In 4 turns, you will be eaten and die? Are you kidding me? What the heck is this garbage? Oh, Howl. Okay, I see. think I pillage and see what we draw into. I could also use the colorless card right now. I already raged though, so like, what am I really hoping to grab? Let's pillage. Wow. That's terrible news. I was really hoping I would draw something first. Does this not work how I thought it did? Draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. No, it should have drawn... I was hoping it would draw some attack cards first. And then draw, like, Battle Trance or Inflame. I guess I'll use this. Do I just use both of these Frantic Escapes? I'm taking 0 damage because I have the plating. Okay. Hopefully we could beat this guy in 6 turns, right? We'll see, I guess. Got a lot of HP. 28 damage. Can you chill? Holy. Both of the rages are now in my discard pile too, so I can't really pull them out of my draw pile. Okay, let's start with Shrug It Off. Ooh, Body Slam. What else is in here? The other Frantic Escape, but... Is the Howl here? No, the Howl already is over here. Dang it. I think I Inflame. Is there any way I could proc this ornamental fan and still thrash? No, I think the problem is thrash is either going to eat the body slam or the whirlwind, and I really don't want it to eat the body slam. I feel like I can't risk that, but that means I need to Battle Trance. Okay. Now I go set up strike. Rampage. Whirlwind. Body slam. And then we take 16 damage. Holy. Wait, why did I only take... Oh, I forgot about the plating, of course. Alright, pillage. Don't let me down. I hate you. Also, I thought it was supposed to increase the cost of the... Oh, it's just he's put so many in my deck. Stop putting these Frantic Escapes in my deck. I kind of wish they would just exhaust, honestly. If he just keeps putting them here. Battle Trance then. Might as well rage. If I grab... I feel like I gotta use this colorless card as soon as possible. Deal 11 damage at the start of your next turn. Return this to your hand. Actually seems pretty good. That, like, guarantees we have an attack card every single turn. This is also interesting. This will make him deal 25% less damage. But it's kind of expensive. I think I'd rather have this. Because not only is this free right now, I'll also get it back. I don't think it stays free, right? Yeah, it does not stay free. I can't shrug it off anymore. He's not vulnerable. Wind Strike. Okay, we already used the Ornamental Fan. I can't Thrash again. Because I can't afford to eat the Body Slam. I guess I'll just use one of the Frantic Escapes. I guess I could shrug it off instead. Gain more damage on the Body Slam. I don't know. I'm thinking that these... Like, if I played one more Frantic Escape, I'd be pretty sure that we're not going to get eaten, but maybe I'm being stupid. Is 8 more damage worth it? Probably not. I'd probably rather play a Frantic Escape. Okay, he's doing lots of damage, but we got Rage plus lots of attacks, so... Oh, why didn't I bash first? Oh my gosh. I was like, oh, I'll just play this card first because it comes back to my hand. That was dumb. Take 1 damage. Okay, we don't have Rage. That's a problem. It's only 20 damage, though. So, let's set up Strike. Do that. Do that. And now the choice is, do I defend or do I strike? I think I strike. Now I'm fairly confident we can kill him next turn no matter what. What? Oh, I thought that his name coming up, Insatiable, I thought it was telling me like I couldn't do damage to him for some reason. I was very confused for a second. Anyways, he needs to die. Okay. Well, the run's not over, huh? Because we're still adding a card. What do we got? Colossus. Gain 5 block. You receive 50% less damage from vulnerable enemies this turn. That seems okay. Exhaust your hand. Draw a card for each exhausted card. Ooh, that could be big, because it's kind of like we could guarantee hitting Howl, but we might hit some collateral damage. Okay, hold up, but we got Brand. Lose 1 HP, exhaust 1 card, gain 1 strength. I assume that I get to pick the card that I exhaust? So as long as I have this card in hand with Howl, then it's guaranteed? I gotta pick this, right? This seems like a high roll. Especially, like, upgrading this card might have really good effects. Like, imagine I gain, like, 3 strength instead. Act 3 Glory. Man, this run is taking way longer than I thought it would. Might have to split up future runs. Does this guy give me full health? Yes. I haven't had a visitor in a wait, what was your name? No new Peipe. Serendipity incarnate, of course. I haven't had a visitor in a millennia. You're looking quite drab. Here, let's find something delightful for you to wear. Blessed Antler. Gain mana at the start of each turn. At the start of each combat, shuffle 3 dazed into your draw pile. That sounds kind of bad, but I guess it could be worse. Because we'd have 5 mana on normal turns, and our first turn would then have 2 mana. Enchant all card rewards with Glam. This card has replay once per combat. Replay. Plays this card an additional time. So, I mean, that sounds really good, but that would mean that, like, none of our current cards would be affected by this, right? It would just be cards that we're picking as rewards in the future. Whenever you play 2 or fewer cards in a turn, take half damage from enemies. That's not happening. It's gotta be this, and we just hope that the dazed don't really mess us up. Like, honestly, we just want to see all 3 of them in our opening hand every single time. If we could just see all 3 dazed in our opening hand, that would probably be the best. Oh, but it says draw pile. So there's no way it could be in our opening hand, huh? It's still got to be worth it. I think we have enough draw power that we can maybe just brute force our way past those. Alright, what do we got here? We got a lot of money. We need to find a shop. Shop. We could hit 2 shops here. Might not be a bad idea to hit 2 shops so we could take 2 cards out of our deck. We hit those 2 shops, we miss the first elite, but then we could go this way and hit an elite. Or we could just go this way, hit that elite. I feel like I don't want to hit that many campfires, though. I go this way. We don't really have any random events, so I guess we're fighting a lot of people, but I guess that's not that bad because we got the cheese. We get 1 max health every time we fight someone. But what am I doing? Shop. And then go across here, fight one of these elites. Maybe I'll fight this elite so I can have 2 random events. Oh wait, it puts them in my draw pile before I draw my opening hand. Okay, that makes sense. What the heck is this? Rampart. At the start of the player's turn, turret operator gains 25 block. This guy's turret operator. That's not what I want to see. The enemy intends to attack. Okay, so he's doing 15. We're going to have 14 block just because. I don't even know if I bother blocking then. I probably just double attack. Oh, wait, you're doing 6. I forgot about that. I can't get through all of your blocks, so I probably just need to work on this guy right now. Okay, we got Brand. I don't really want to exhaust any of these, but I could exhaust one of the days. I feel like I should. And that card doesn't exhaust, right? Yeah, I could keep using that. This is kind of a bad turn, huh? Couldn't even use all my energy. I didn't have any of my draw cards. That's gonna hurt. Ouch. Okay, we got a rage. He's buffing himself, but we could probably kill Living Shield this turn. What do we got in here? I don't really want to draw the rage, but I know somehow I'm going to draw the rage. Even though there's 4 options, it's always the rage. And we got Shrug It Off. I don't need any more block, so I just want to attack as much as possible. I do this, that kills the robot, dude. What did I even just cast? Pillage? I guess it was fine, but I should have pillaged into this guy. Did I already have the Whirlwind in hand? If I did, then I should have pillaged on him. Because this makes the most sense, I believe. Although I could Rampage. I only need 2 mana to kill this guy, so... I guess what I should do is Rampage, Dismantle, Whirlwind. Is this gonna come back? Okay, no. Alright, Rage. Do I want to Inflame? I should draw first. There's the Howl. Is there any way I can guarantee hitting the Howl? Play this for 2. No, I can't guarantee it, but I could 50-50. But why am I even worrying about that? This guy's gonna die. Just Inflame. Bash. Thrash. Alright, what do we got? Upgraded Bloodletting. 3 HP, 3 energy. If we had a different way to heal, right now we only heal at the end of combat. Deal 18 damage, the next attack you play costs 0. Is this worth it? The problem is we don't really have expensive attacks, so like the best I'm getting out of this is usually decreasing a 1 cost to 0. But I could be decreasing Bash to 0, which would be good. Could be decreasing Howl to 0, which is maybe playable, but not exactly ideal. It kind of seems like this card just pays for itself though, right? It's essentially just a 1-cost attack that does a lot of damage. And it could potentially be more effective if it hits something good. Or if I can bash. But I don't ever want to bash afterwards, right? I feel like that doesn't make sense. Like, I save 1 mana by using bash after this, but I lose damage. No, I feel like it's gotta be a skip. Which way was that going? To the shop. Is a Crowman. The Devoted Sculptor. Rage. This. It's a really good turn 1. Although he's not even hitting us. What does this do? The end of the turn, gain 9 strength. That's a lot of strength. I think we gotta pillage first. Because otherwise I got nothing to protect myself. Okay, that's not ideal. Do I want to exhaust something? I think I just exhaust the Thrash, honestly. Quick bash. Dismantle. Wind strike. Would Inflame have been better there? I don't know. I mean, if I hadn't pillaged, it would have been better. Because then I could have played all the same cards without pillaging. Yeah, I couldn't draw Daze. To be fair, the Daze would have been a non-attack card. So if I drew a Daze off of pillage, I would also stop drawing. So I can't draw both Brand and Daze. Do this. Boop. Oh. Seems like we're coming out of this fine. $30 damage. Too bad you're dead. How do you feel about that? What is this, by the way? At the end of the act, you will fight Queen. Oh, Body Slam's usually a 1 cost? Good thing we got it upgraded, so it's been 0 cost the whole time. Exhaust 1 card. Here'd be another way to possibly exhaust Howl. I feel like I don't want to be exhausting my whole deck. But I could exhaust other garbage at the same time. I'm gonna take this. Like, I can always just exhaust, like, basic strikes. Okay, what do we got here? We got Pommel Strike. I remember Pommel Strike from the first game. I'm pretty sure it did the exact same thing. Great card. However, it might be a little bit late for that. Deals 6. Deal 3 additional damage for each card. We're not exhausting that many cards. Although... do the Dazed count as in my deck? The Dazed technically exhaust, right? This is not I think it's just too little damage to be worth it. Whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 1 strength. That goes really well with Brand. Just get an extra strength, but I don't think I want to add it. Gain an additional 5 block from defend? Nah, I'm okay. Deal 3 damage at the start of your next turn. Return this to your hand. I kind of like that. It's just a free attack. It's like that returning axe that we had earlier. Except this costs 0. And we pretty much always want to play attacks. Granted, its damage is kind of wimpy. But with extra strength and stuff, it could be good. Let's look at the relics. At the start of each combat, discard any number of cards, then draw that many. That could be really good. The problem is it's kind of worse on the run we currently have because we only have 2 mana on turn 1. Usually this would be amazing because it could kind of guarantee that you have your combo starters. But our turn 1 is do nothing, essentially. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage. We don't play that many skills. Start of each combat, choose 1 of 3 random colorless cards. Add the chosen card into your hand. That's got potential. 20 damage, 3 thorns. Discard any number of cards, then draw that many. It's the same as this. Let's definitely remove something. I think we're removing that basic block. Now, do I buy the bolus? We're gonna go to another shop in like 2 turns. The bolus is kind of expensive. If I do this, I might not be able to afford a good relic. Is playing an attack that valuable? We have so many attacks that's probably not worth it. It obviously synergizes really well with Rage. Probably not worth it. I think it's too expensive. I'd rather fish and see what we can find at the next shop. Who's this guy? Frog Knight? He's got 15 plating? Alright, we'll rage. Do I thrash? If I hit the pillage, it kind of feels bad, but I'd be fine with hitting one of the strikes. I don't really want to pillage because I don't want to draw a whole bunch of cards. Whatever. We did hit the pillage. That's fine. It is what it is. I'm sure we can function without... Ooh, we got... Frail. Okay, I can target exhaust the Howl. I have 9 block. Can't even really do much with the body slam, but at least I can get 4 more block here. Ow. Okay, so now the Howl is just kind of getting... See, now I feel like it might make sense to upgrade the Howl, because now we have a lot of ways to exhaust it, because we can target it. Probably no reason not to rage. Do I draw a card? If I don't draw, I could Inflame, Bash, Rampage, set up Strike. Is that better? Probably. I Bash first. Okay, that was a good turn. Wait. What? Wait, when the Howl plays itself from the exhaust pile, it goes to my discard pile? I thought it just went off every single turn. I feel like that was not clear based on this wording, that it would then go to the discard pile. But I suppose it makes sense. There's gotta be a way, like, if you upgrade the Howl, does it exhaust? Like, I need it to exhaust itself. There's probably ways to add exhaust to it. But yeah, I didn't realize that either, so... This whole idea with the Howl that we've had... To be fair, there's probably a way to make it exhaust itself. But it doesn't just work, which is disappointing. What the heck do we do here? Do I brand? I'll brand. I keep running into these turns where I have too much energy. I like need more expensive cards, or at least to draw my cards that draw more cards. I need to stop drawing my cards that draw more cards in my opening hand. That's really hurting. Well, the reason not to is that I take 1 damage from it. Brand does 1 HP to me. So I was kind of figuring, like, is the 1 strength actually worth it? Because the days just exhaust themselves. So technically it's a free exhaust, but it is costing me 1 HP. Let's rage. I think if I play this last, then I don't have to exhaust a card. Pretty sure that's how that works. But it means I don't get the extra damage on Body Slam. Would it be better to just have extra damage on Body Slam? No, because these do so much damage. Can I kill him? Yes, yes I can. Okay, I got a colorless potion. Second Wind. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 7 block for each card exhausted. That can't be what I want. This turn, your next attack is played an extra time. But how much does this card cost? It's a 1 cost. Next attack. Which attack would be crazy to do that? I mean, a big body slam would be huge. Playing double pillage would be interesting. But, like, there's nothing that's amazing to play twice. A rampage would be interesting. Because I assume it would get this effect twice. The rash could potentially be bad if we just start exhausting stuff. Step up strike would be cool. Because then you'd get 6 strength out of it. And bash, I feel like it's probably not worth it, because how often are we going to need 6 turns of vulnerable? Use it on Rampage the 4th time around. I mean, if you could use it on Rampage multiple times. The problem is again, we're relying on making sure that this card is actually in hand at the same time as Rampage. I feel like if we had more cards that were really good with it, or if I could, like, I'm just not cutting my deck down fast enough. I feel like I picked up too many useless cards. At the end of 3 turns, that surely can't be good. Put a skill from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. We saw that earlier. I feel like it's kind of just like I'm diluting my deck with an extra rage, essentially, because that's what I'm going to use it for most of the time. What do we got here? Cards containing... Wait, is there anything up here? Feel no pain whenever a card... Nah, that's not good enough. Cards containing strike deal 3 additional damage. Well, what contains strike? We got strike, setup strike, twin strike. That's it. That... probably not worth it. At the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. While you have no potions, you have 2 additional dexterity. Dexterity improves block gained from cards. Let's first remove a card. What am I removing? Probably just a basic strike. Get out of here. Okay, I could still afford this thing. Do I still just grab the strike dummy anyways? It's really good with twin strike. What is this? Liquid Memories. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. That's pretty OP, not gonna lie. Are we gonna visit another shop, or is that it for shops? That's it for shops, so I should just spend my money. And Dismantle is not a strike card. Body Slam's also not a strike. It just doesn't feel that good. Do I grab the Bloody Vial just for some more healing? Maybe I just grab the Belt Buckle. But it requires me to have no potions. Which actually doesn't seem that good. I'm tempted to just buy this just because nothing else seems useful. Like, this is good, but I gotta save this pretty much for the boss fight. And then I can't really buy anything else if I buy that. I think I just buy this just so we do a little bit extra damage. Alright, we don't really need to rest. Let's smith. What happens if I smith you? We get 1 more strength? I was hoping for, like, 2 more strength, honestly. Rob the shopkeeper and take everything? I don't think that's an option in this game. However, there are roguelikes where that is an option. But then the shopkeeper usually tries to kill you or curses you or something bad happens. It's definitely not free. I might as well just upgrade this because I'm probably gonna play Brand every single time I see it. What is this? Orichalcum. If you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. That is terrible for us. We almost never end our turn without block. Although, does plate count as ending your turn without block? Like, I've clicked the end my turn button, right? So then I should get the block from plate and the Orichalcum block. Hopefully. What the heck are these things? When killed, return all stolen strength to the player. That doesn't sound good. Return all stolen dexterity to the player. I feel like we gotta kill the guy who's gonna take our strength, right? Seems terrible. What am I doing this turn? Was it rage? It's inflame. Maybe I shouldn't be gaining strength. I assume he could probably put me into the negative strength. That's what I was going into it thinking. But if he can't take negative strength, then I guess it might have been an error to increase my strength. Okay, he did just take 2 of my strength. Yeah, they can put me negative, so... Ow! Rage. Shrug it off. Can I even kill you? I don't think so. Did I use this potion? I have a feeling this fight could very quickly get out of control. So I think I'm going to try and make sure we can win. Draw 3 cards, exhaust. That seems pretty good. I have rage, right? Yeah. Start of your turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies and increase this damage by 5. I mean, that's crazy. If I could play this like turn 1, but this is obviously not a permanent card. I think we just got to draw. Okay, we got Howl. But I want to play as many attacks as possible. I can't guarantee I'll hit Howl with Thrash, but I can guarantee I'll hit it with Grit. So maybe I do that. Although we're in a tough spot, like, just playing Whirlwind is my best damage off. But then I don't end up with any block. Also, this is block gain from cards, so it doesn't affect my block gain from Rage, huh? I think. Yeah, it does not affect that. Do I just try and go for the 50-50? Surely not. Yeah, I was gonna True Grit the Howl, I think. And that way I could still just play the free Whirlwind for 5 more block. But I don't think I actually needed that block. I can't believe it goes to the discard pile. That is so troll. Alright, let's draw some cards. If we had drawn back into Howl, that would have been cool, but here we are. So, if I kill this guy this turn, I could probably kill him with Setup Strike. Then I could bash that guy, beat the crap out of him. Do I get rid of this Defend? I'm not going to play it this turn. Might as well just thin my deck, because I'm not going to... I'm going to have lower dexterity for the rest of this fight. Bash. Oh, this guy's just screwed. I didn't realize we were just going to straight up kill him this turn. Alright, we could get another Battle Trance Plus. That might just be worth it. Deal 5 damage twice, gain 2 strength. The enemy gains... Yeah, no. I'm going to grab another Battle Trance, though. Who is this guy? Mostly because the guy who was gonna live is lowering my dexterity. So playing defense cards, the defense cards were gonna do 4 less block every single time I played them after that turn. So it was pretty much just eliminating a card from my deck that I was never gonna be playing anyways if if the fight happened to last longer. Because the defend card was gonna become useless. Oh, this guy's doing 25, and you have 3 artifact. But the dazed cards exhaust themselves. See, if this card is in your hand at the end of the turn, it is exhausted. So the dazed card is going to get rid of itself no matter what. So I was essentially just thinning my deck, because the dazed card was going to be gone either way. We do this, then I'm going to rampage. We take 1 damage, huh? I just realized this guy has 300 health. You're putting 4 status cards in my hand. Or in my deck, I guess. Let's see if we could draw into something that can exhaust Howl. We did. Rage. Brand, exhaust Howl. Do I pillage here? We could get body slam, that'd be pretty big. Should bash first though, probably still. Oh wait, it doesn't matter because he has artifact. I shouldn't have bashed. Or at least not bash first. Village. Why didn't I draw any? Oh, because I'm stupid. I couldn't draw anything anyways. Okay, everything I just said didn't matter. I don't really need Whirlwind in a 1v1 fight, so I probably will just gamble the Thrash. Okay, we hit the Whirlwind. What the heck are these? At the end of your turn, if this card, or if this is in your hand, take 2 damage. Well, it's unplayable, so the only way to get rid of it is to exhaust it, and I have no way to exhaust it. After I play some cards, I could maybe Battle Trance, though. I have to play 4 cards, which would include my Body Slam. Start with Inflame. Let's play this block. What happens to these? Do these just go to the discard pile? That seems like terrible news. I guess it counts itself, so I probably didn't have to play that defend right away. Is this not in the right order? Is there not a log that shows what I played? What was the first card that I played? I played something and then I played defend. And it doesn't... There's no way I played the Howl. Or did I not play anything? I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I played something. I assume you can have 10 cards in your hand. Okay, I can use True Grit to help me get rid of one of these. We're also going to eliminate all 3 days at the same time, which is nice. Might as well just play this for extra block. Can't draw a card. And then Body Slam. And then I assume that our block absorbs these hits as well. Yep, those go into our discard pile. That is obnoxious. He's doing 40 damage? Can we chill? So yeah, you can see that the emblem changes based on how much damage he's doing. The scythe is like deadly level damage. Like I'm in danger type of damage. Let's shrug off. There's another rage. Let's Battle Trance. Okay, I could True Grit that. Pillage can't draw anything. True Grit the Howl. Do I bash? Oh wait, he can't be debuffed anyways. I think I'm gonna kill him before I'll have the chance to even apply a debuff, so getting rid of the artifact doesn't make sense. I think we're just gonna pillage even though we can't draw with it. Okay, we actually blocked the whole hit. We need a way to maintain our block. We can find a card that, like a power that lets us maintain our block, then Rage is going to be so much better. Because then we don't actually need to draw it every single turn. Okay, just one second. I need to fill up my water. I didn't expect that this one run was going to take so long. $51 damage body slam is wild. I don't even think this run is very good, not gonna lie. Granted, this is my first run in the game, so we're not gonna play perfectly or make something spectacularly broken. I don't think that a 51 damage body slam is as wild as you're giving it credit for. I think my run is just not particularly good. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with an additional 2 energy. I mean, that seems pretty nice for our turn 1. Is there a rest site right before the boss? There is. That's great. So it's going to be useless for us. I thought I went the wrong direction for a second. I did technically go the wrong direction. I wanted to go to the 2 random events, but yeah, it's going to be useless for us up until we get to the boss, but the boss is the most important thing. What do we got here? Another setup strike. Evil Eye plus. Tremble plus. The problem is we're running into it. We don't have a lot of debuffs, so anytime someone has Artifact, they're pretty much just essentially immune to our debuffs for the entire fight. And the fact that Howl unexhausts itself makes this so much more difficult to use. But if the Dazed cards exhaust themselves, this becomes really good, but I still don't think we can afford that. Can I? I think I'm already here, right? Oh, I didn't even realize that this line was there. You're right, you're right. I don't know why I thought that it just went that way. Who the heck is this guy? Globehead. Powers are afflicted with Galvanized. Take 6 damage when this card is played. Power. Okay, we don't have any power cards. So I guess that will not be a concern for us this time. What am I doing? Do I even want to shrug it off? Probably not. Do I want to thrash? I'll thrash a strike. That's not that bad. It's doing 13. I'll block it all without doing anything. You really hate to see the Battle Trance in my opening hand every single time. I don't have enough mana to play cards on my first turn. We hit you, then we thrash the strike. Oh, you apply Frail? You nerd. That sucks. I can't possibly get enough block here, but I guess I might as well. I'll get 4 from the fan, 6 from here, 3 from there. So 13. We're still taking some damage, but it's okay, I suppose. Why is there 6 here? Oh, it means that you're taking 6 damage. I thought it was like 6 cards played or something. Oh, we do have a power card. Yeah, I probably won't be playing that. This is a terrible hand, in a way. Like, I almost want to play the Howl. Just because otherwise, like, what the heck am I even doing with my life? I might as well just exhaust the inflame. Also, does lose 1 HP... Because this says take 6 damage. I assume lose 1 HP doesn't hit your block. It just goes straight to your health bar. Okay, can we kill him here? Rampage plus. Headbutt. Deal 9 damage, put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards. I mean, this card's kind of crazy, but we can't really afford to be losing 6 HP every single fight. Headbutt, however, seems big. If we can, like, put Rage on top of our draw pile or something. I predicted you'd enter. A raspy voice calls out as you enter a mystic hut. Your destiny has brought you here. We must uncover your future and fortunes as you can save us all. Here are the options for the Crystal Sphere reading. Be sure to sign this waiver as well, she says, while bringing out pen and parchment. I don't know what divine means. What is a debt? The end of your turn, if this card, lose 10 gold. And that's a curse card, so I don't even think you can get rid of that at like a shop or anything. I mean, we don't have another shop, so we might as well just pay 70 gold, right? I don't know how good divine is, so I'm not quite ready to put a dead card that sucks in my deck right now. This is a whole mini game? What the heck? Reveal your fortune by revealing the tiles. Select small divination or big divination and reveal the tiles within the crystal sphere. Once an item is revealed, you will receive it at the end of the session, but beware, revealing some items may be dangerous. Money. I assume once you play the game more, you might like recognize some items. So if I do a small divination, I assume it takes a whole divination. So I might as well just use a big one, right? Treasure unveiled. Okay, I don't know, like, what are the odds I actually hit something else with one single try? Oh, we did hit something. Oh, they're cards. Okay, that makes sense. Breakthrough. Lose 1 HP, deal 9 to everybody. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. I don't think we can take any of these. That's all bad. Deal 12. The next attack you play costs 0. If you exhausted a card this turn, gain 4. That seems pretty good. But how often are we actually going to be able to use all that mana? There's almost been no situation where we could ever use that much mana. So I think it's just going to be a dead card in all situations. Dang. Whatever, this could have been something, but... Oh, good. A relic trader. Well, we do like relics. You turn a corner and suddenly a shadowy figure... this works off of rest? Yeah. Suddenly a shadowy figure is standing there. He pivots to face you. Welcome. What are you trading? The figure inquires as he flares open his coat to reveal a slew of suspicious wares. Trade bread for lantern. I mean, I don't want to lose the bread, though. Doesn't sound like a good play. Okay, the Orichalcum's pretty much useless to us. So what? Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. That sounds like a great deal. We lose the 1 strength at the beginning of combat. We gain if you do not play any attacks during your turn. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're taking this. The Orichalcum was pretty much never doing anything for us. Alright, what are we upgrading here? What happens to Headbutt? Is 3 more damage? Alright, Twin Strike is a good choice. Thrash, there's too many situations where I'm like, I don't really want to play the Thrash this turn. Twin Strike, I'm like, I want to play that every time I see it. Dismantle. Twin Strike or Dismantle are kind of my top picks here. Whirlwind's not bad, though. But I assume the boss is probably not going to have ads. Maybe it will. Queen does sound like someone who might have ads. As long as the queen doesn't have artifact, they'll probably have vulnerable. No, Lantern only worked on the first turn. I mean, I'm pretty sure I read it as at the start of combat, you get 1 energy, and that's it. You don't get it every single turn. Like, Bread gives it to you every turn at the cost of losing 2 on the first turn. So our first turn, we would instead have a whole bunch of mana, but then after that, we would lose out on the extra mana that Bread gives us every single turn. Well, I don't know which one of these to pick. Headbutt's not bad. I probably want to play Headbutt every single time I see it as well. Dismantle just has the highest potential. I'll take Dismantle. And then so the Venerable Tea set will make it so we actually have full mana at the start. Yes, Lantern and Bread would be good together. However, it was not an option for us to get them both together. But the Shuriken is actually really good. Like, this is a permanent strength that you get every time I play 3 attacks. So I wouldn't be sleeping on the Shuriken. Okay, she does have an ad. So if the queen dies, then she leaves. Or if the queen dies, then he leaves. I don't know what gender he is. He's a freaking torch head amalgam. So we can kind of actually do stuff turn 1 now. But I need to draw into something that I can exhaust. I mean, I could exhaust the days, but I'd really rather hit something better. Do I really play the second Battle Trance here? How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to play 1 card before I can play the Battle Trance. But I don't want to waste too much mana doing nothing. I am currently blocking all the damage already. What do I want to exhaust? I don't think I play this battle trance. Oh wait, I can't. You can't play a second battle trance. That would have been. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I would have played it and nothing would have happened because I can't draw more cards. Yeah, you're right. I'm kind of thinking I'd exhaust the strike. And I just don't do anything with the True Grit. Save it for later. Hold on. No, there's no reason to exhaust that. I might as well just exhaust the days then, huh? Because I don't want to exhaust the other cards, and I want to play the strike. So I guess I just exhaust the dazed. Alright, now what am I doing? Am I just going straight for the queen? I feel like I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like ignoring the minion could be really bad. But part of me is like, maybe I should just ignore the minion. This is a really good turn one. Chains of Binding. What the heck does that do? The first 3 cards drawn each turn are afflicted with Bound. Only 1 bound card can be played each turn. Cards are unbound at the end of the turn. Okay. Luckily for me, didn't really want to play the Howl. Although I kind of wish I could play the Defend. This sucks. This turn is terrible. Well, Inflame me. See, now the Orichalcum would have done something, but... I guess I could play the Howl, but... if I don't play the Howl and instead play the Twin Strike, I can make sure I exhaust the Howl, which is definitely better. That hurts. What? 99 turns of all of them? The brand did do HP. Yeah, I figured it would. Also, this doesn't have a turn count? This lasts forever? Oh my god. We got some issues here. He's doing 36 damage? Why is this 99 turns? This seems a little unfair. Alright, we gotta pillage first. Give me something. That's not really good enough, but... maybe it's fine. A bash. Dismantle. Whirlwind. Then I take 10 damage. Oh, gosh. She gave him strength? Oh, jeez. Okay, headbutt. I do this just so I Guaranteed put the rage on top of my draw pile. But I kind of feel like I just exhaust one of these strikes because we're kind of in a bad spot. I mean, we can still win, but it's getting a little dicey. Oh my gosh, she just... 20 more block? Alright, what do we got here? Why do both of the rages have to be bound? That's not good. Means I can't really set up strike. I got a battle trance. For sure. Okay, I can exhaust the howl for free. I guess I gotta use one of the rages, huh? I don't want to take that much damage, so I gotta use one of the rages. Although, could I have killed with step up strike? I don't think I don't have enough attacks. I don't think it would have worked. I really need to stop drawing Battle Trance into Battle Trance. That's essentially making the fact that I have two of them useless. Okay, she no longer has vulnerable. That's terrible news. Okay, what do we got here? He is doing 48 damage. We are super dead if that goes through. I don't know how this works. If I pillage here, like I don't have any non-attack cards. Do I only draw these two, or then does it then shuffle my draw or my discard pile? Your draw pile is empty, the discard pile is shuffled. I think so. We'd be guaranteed to get these two, I'm pretty sure. How did I end up here? I think I might die. I just don't think Shrug It Off is enough. I think I have to pillage and hope that something amazing happens. Oh my... That was not amazing. But it might be enough for us to survive. I think we will survive. Can I kill her here? I bash, twin strike. I think I kill. And then I could just... Mostly because I don't want to exhaust the body slam. Like, I could just thrash and win, but I'm a little nervous there might be something else. We're gonna body slam. Thrash. Okay. Did we win, or what now? Hello? Who are you? So the Archdemon's Thrall has arrived. Threaten. Why am I threatening him? Enemy. Kill. Proceed. This was a thing, I don't really remember exactly how this works, how it decides how much damage you do. The first game had this as well. I don't know if it's based off of like all of your cards combined or something like that. But it wasn't enough. You have dealt a total of 1,240 damage to the Architect. The Architect still stands despite taking 2 billion damage, almost 3 billion damage from all who have faced him. Alright, how much stuff did we unlock? I feel like we did pretty good for our first run. Discovered a bunch of enemies. Discovered 2 new relics. Pale's Blood and Blessed Antler. Bunch of cards. 5 new epochs. In the timeline, reveal epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. Mother of Resurrection, Nial. Why is its name Nial? Awaken from her slumber. Rise, champion, again, again. Also, what do you mean, Chapter 5? This was just for playing a run. You'd think that just playing a run was the easiest thing in the world to do. It should be Chapter 1. Niao will now greet you at the start of each run. Alright, fair enough. Oh wait, I had 6? I guess maybe this one was guaranteed. Oh, this was for completing a run, maybe. I assume I'm not picking here, like these are all set in stone. Beat Act 3 3 times to reveal this. Alright, well I've only played once, so. Here's Chapter 1, Magnum Opus. A void of nothingness, but then the world came into existence. It churned about and molded itself to that which tells stories. Along this journey lay a planet named Prion, a mere speck in this universe. They say that a great story about a spire took place there. The following cards will appear in future runs. Every 10 cards you draw gain energy is... Wait, why is it gray? I guess maybe it's gray because it's not for a specific character, and I think the character's energies might be different colors. At the start of your turn, transform 1 card in your hand. Transform cards become a random card of any rarity. No idea if that's any good. Play 2 random cards from your draw pile. That could potentially be really good, depending on how good your draw pile is. Oh, it unlocked a new slot. Unlocked by accumulating score. Is that score at the end of the run, or what does that mean? The Ironclad. For centuries, war raged between the Ironclads and the Valley Guard. Driven by ambition, a young Ironclad ventures to the forbidden boundary and bargains with the sacred demon. Following potions will appear. Heal for 20% max HP. All cards containing strike gain 1 replay. Replay plays at an additional time this combat. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Remove... Okay, so you could just kind of force exhaust some stuff. That's interesting. The Ironclad's rage cannot be tamed. Ascension difficulties can be activated when starting a run. If I hover over this, does it say what we had to do? Beat Act 3 with the Ironclad. Beat Act 2. You'd think that these would be reversed, but okay. Chapter 2, Devastation, the Ironclad. The Ironclad's strength surges. The flames of demonic pact course through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in 2. The Desert Tribe are burned to a crisp. Windwalkers smashed into the ground, and even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-cladded warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. All of the Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercy. All of the Ironclad, where is everyone? Following relics will appear. While your HP is at or below 50%, you have 3 additional strength. I don't really like to be below 50% in this game, but okay. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50% more. That's probably pretty good. Ruined Helmet. The first time you gain strength each combat, double the amount gained. That's really good if you have a card that gains a lot of strength at a time. Like, if you only have something that gains you 1 strength, then you only get 2, right? But if you have a card that gains you 4 strength, you get 8. Alright, what do we got? Beat Act 1. The ironclad, a warrior from a faraway land, entered the spire driven by pure instinct and accursed blood. He has lost all reason and identity. All who prevent his ascent shall perish. Yep, I'm really not a fan of be low health and things, because as you can see in this game, it's so easy to just take damage. Most of the time when you die in this game, it's just like you get to a point and you're like, oh, I'm just dead, and it feels like there's nothing I could have done about it. It's really like your whole run is what led up to you dying. It's not like your decisions in a single fight are the only thing that made you lose. Deal 10 damage, double the enemy's vulnerable. That's pretty good. Vulnerable enemies take an additional 25%. Usually making pacts with demons doesn't really turn out that well, huh? Gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. Alright. Play a run with the ironclad. Let's see what this is. The Silent. Oh, this is the second character. News of the Spire's reopening made its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. The Silent sneaks past the gate wards with ease and enters the Spire once more. So the Silent was also in the first game. So I imagine that the Silent will be fairly similar to the old Silent. Ooh, lots more stuff. So we'll probably be playing the Silent next time. What else is there? Kill all 3 overgrowth bosses to reveal it. I don't know what that means. Encounter all other ancients. Okay. Beat Ascension 1 with the Ironclad. Play a single run with all characters and beat Act 3 to reveal this. Ooh, you unlock a daily once you've beaten Act 3 with every character. Kill 15 bosses with the Ironclad. I wish it would tell me my progress on this. Because a lot of these are like, beat Act 3. It's like, alright, well, I know if I beat Act 3 or not. But how many bosses did I kill? I guess I only killed 3, right? I think only the guys at the end count as bosses. Play a run with every character to reveal this. Kill 15 elites. See, elites? You could kill like 2 elites per boss, right? So you could do that a little bit. Oh, I guess Ironclad has that too. Never mind. Beat Act 3 3 times. Kill 15 bosses with the Silent. Okay. We unlocked lots of stuff. Okay, this is how we could get back to that immediately. Got like a compendium, character stats and stuff. There's 50 Ascensions in this game? How many were there in the first game? I thought there was only 20. What do you mean there's 50? Although it seems like what we just did counts as Ascension 1, whereas I'm pretty sure in the previous game that would have been Ascension 0, not Ascension 1. But still, that only takes 1 number off of it. So yeah, I mean, we got to do this to unlock dailies, and then you can do customs? Interesting. I wonder what customs are. But yeah, next time we'll try out the Silent, and then hopefully we can unlock some of these other characters. This guy, I think, was also one of the DLC characters in the first game, right? But these 2 will probably be new, so that should be exciting. And then the Silent, instead of having the heal 6 at the end of combat, we got, at the start of combat, draw 2 additional cards. So, and you have less HP. But, anyways, we'll play the Silent next time. But that was a fun first one. I'm glad that we actually won. Our build was not amazing, but at least we played well enough to actually win. I'm sure at some point we'll probably start losing, and then it'll be annoying, but that maybe we'll win with all characters on our first try, and then when we start playing Ascension, we'll start losing, but we'll see. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Alrighty, well, I probably shouldn't have done that all as one video, but I guess now we got a 4-hour Slay the Spire 2 video, huh? So I think since that one was so long, we're probably gonna be done for the day. I do really want to play more, but I kind of am done streaming for the day. Um, but that does bring up the question, are you interested in playing the game at all, and do you want to play multiplayer? Because if we do, then you should maybe play a run, and then we'd both be one run into it if we want to try that tomorrow. If you're not interested, then let me know, but I kind of am curious about the multiplayer. So it would be cool if I had someone to play it with. I think it's on how it's up to 4 players. Huh. Did you already got the game? If you did get it, don't do like 50 runs. Don't do like too many runs where you have a whole bunch of stuff unlocked, because I feel like that would ruin it, but yeah, that'd be cool if we want to do it tomorrow, and we'll both. I mean, I probably have a little bit more. Wait, you played Slay the Spire 1, did you? I was looking at my. Yeah, you did play Slay the Spire 1. You have like 20 hours in Slay the Spire 1. So you kind of know what's going on. You were planning to get it anyways. All right. So yeah, that should be the plan for tomorrow. I think that'll be a lot of fun. We'll see how hard it is. I don't know how they scale it for 2 players. I assume it's gonna be a lot harder. I also don't know how the decisions are gonna work. Like, are we gonna, like, if I get a card, do I have to pick if I get the card or you get the card, or how's that gonna work? It's gonna be interesting. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream there. I don't know if maybe you wanna talk a little bit. Oh, I guess you're probably still at work, so maybe let me know when you get back and we can talk about it. But that's gonna do it for the stream today. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad that this game, like, even though it's early access, it seems like it's pretty much you got a full game here already. And just like there's gonna be more content coming type of thing. But it seems pretty fully fledged out. Like some roguelikes, when they come into early access, there's only like an Act 1, and you're like, alright, well that was kind of lame. Like, beating Act 1 is pretty easy. But it already has like all 3 acts. There might be like a super boss that unlocks later on or something like that. That maybe they haven't quite built, but it was very fun. I do love Slay the Spire. Alrighty. Yep, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.